Hey guys, this is your review on all the methods that we've talked about so far in class on solving systems. So the first method that we learned was the graphing. So you can see here I have two equations, y equals 4x minus 9 and y equals x minus 3. So I'm going to graph each of those systems, each of those equations separately. For the first equation, now I can see that my slope, I have clean. I can see from my first equation that my slope is 4 and my y-intercept is negative 9. So I'll start at negative 9. Stop graph. I'll start at negative 9. And I will go up 4 over 1. You can keep going if you'd like. Up 4 over 1. Up 4 over 1. Up 4 over 1, until you have as many points as you want. I'm totally going to cheat using this funky ruler here. Best line you've ever seen in the biz. There's my line. For the second equation, I see that my slope is equal to 1, and my y-intercept is equal to negative 3. So starting at negative 3, then I'll go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. I'm already connecting, so I'm just going to draw my little line here. Again, straightest line in the biz. You heard it here, first, folks. Okay, I look and see where my two lines intersect one another. That is right here. So then my answer would be 2, negative 1. Because my x value is equal to 2, my y value is equal to negative 1. Now, of course, I can always check this solution by just taking this and substituting it back into the original problems here. I did this beforehand. That's the right answer, so y'all can believe me. Our second method was substitution. I have my system right here. X plus 7y is equal to 0, and 2x minus 8y is equal to 22. So my goal is to rewrite one of these equations so I can substitute it into the other equation, not plug in. So I'm going to rewrite this equation right here. I have x plus 7y is equal to 0. I'm going to go ahead and get x by itself by subtracting 7y from both sides. So really, I'll have x is equal to negative 7y. Because I know that x is equal to negative 7y, I can just take this bro right here and substitute it in for x there. So I would have 2 times negative 7y minus 8y is equal to 22. Now I have an equation that just has one variable in. I can go ahead and start solving this. I'm going to multiply 2 times negative 7y. Oh my goodness. Stop. To give me negative 14y minus 8y is equal to 22. Combining my like terms, I have negative 14y minus 8y. It's negative 22y is equal to 22. One-step equation, dividing both sides by negative 22. Y is equal to negative 1. Now, I have what my y is. I still need to find out what my x is. So I'm going to take this solution and substitute it back into this. So I had x is equal to negative 7y, which is equal to negative 1. So x is equal to 7. I do need to write my answer as a coordinate point. So my final answer is 7, negative 1. Of course, you can always check by taking your coordinate point, substituting it back into the originals to make sure they check out. Again, I already checked it. That's right. We're cool. And then the last one, elimination, also known as combination. Our main goal is to make sure that we can add two equations together to cancel out one of our variables. Now, a big thing for this, before you go through adding things together, you have to make sure everything is lined up. So I can already see that for the first equation, I'm starting with x. The second one, I'm starting with y. So I'm just going to rewrite things. And then it'll be 6x plus 5y equals 2. So now all my x's are in a row, all my y's are in a row, all my constants are in a row. Again, we call this standard form. So now looking at it, we want to do the least amount of work possible. Is there one equation that I can just multiply a number by, so when I add them together they cancel out? Well, up here I'm seeing a -10, and here I'm seeing a +5. So if I multiply the second equation by 2, those two would cancel each other out. So I'll multiply this entire equation by 2. So the first one's going to stay the same. But then the second one would transform. Stop it! To 12. Why? Hope you guys enjoy me yelling. To 12. I thought I was going to do it again. 12x plus 10y is equal to 4. So now I can go ahead and add these bros together. Why is it not letting me write? I'm just like not going to touch it. Now I can go ahead and add those two equations together. -8x plus 12x is equal to 4x. My y's cancel each other out. 24 plus 4 is 28. Now I have x by itself. I can go ahead and solve it. I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 4. Ooh. X is equal to 7. I know what one of my variables is, but I don't know what the other one is. So we're going to take this 7 and substitute it back into one of the original ones. Which one do I like more? Let's go with the second one. Yeah, the second one. So I'm going to take out this x right here, put the 7 there instead. So I would have 6 times 7 plus 5y is equal to 2. 6 times 7, or 42, plus 5y is equal to 2. To get y by itself, I'm going to subtract both sides by 42. Ooh. And then divide both sides by 5, so y is equal to -8. I have what x is equal to, I have what y is equal to. However, we do have to make sure we write our answer as a coordinate point. So my final answer will be 7, -8. Just like all the previous ones, if I want to make sure this is the correct answer, I just take this coordinate point, substitute it back into the originals. Does it check out for both? Yeah, it does. If you have questions, please let me know.